Well, I'll probably listen to music or whatever. I'll just fuck around until you get done. I'm mainly just gonna be waiting on you anyway. Yeah, but all right, let me let you go. I think they're coming in through multiple accounts or using some type of software. That's what Citizen Z said. He's done it before, where he's been able. I'd block him and he keep coming back in no matter what. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. All right. Oh shit! Fuck. I was still unmuted. Oh well. All right, Harley. I'm gonna drop this link. Rebel will be back, y'all. Hi again. We wanted to end that stream. That was the first stream we was doing with the panel set up how it is, and uh, oh, okay, okay. I'll call you later. I'll call you later, sure. Okay, okie dokie. I think I'm. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Cool, man. Thank you. I was gonna say, Square, we've been cool, man.
No, we haven't. I've seen
Why?
you talk shit
How
about.
so?
I've seen you talk shit. I'm not that
Yes, I've
dumb.
talked. Square. Yes, I have.
I mean, I ought to just ban you. You don't know anything about me. None of you do.
No, you're correct. And yes, I have talked shit on you. Like, as in a joking way. If it's offended you or if that bothers you in any way, I apologize. Okay?
What do you mean have it offended? How would you feel if 100 fucking people just started coming at you all of a sudden after they was pretending to be friendly for a while and shit, and then all of a sudden you realize they've been fucking recording you since the very moment you stepped foot on YouTube?
I would
How the
get off the
fuck would you
internet.
feel?
I would get off the
You'd get off
internet.
the you'd get off the internet? Well, yeah. I mean, and
I
then
mean,
they
you
could
asked me
celebrate
why.
that because they're
Well,
never going to take dude,
I agree.
I really
Square, I agree.
if I
Square, I agree
really
with you.
had a if I really had a problem, dude, and I'd went there and done all they wanted and kissed their ass, at the end it would still be gotcha, bitch. You know,
Right,
they
right.
wouldn't have given a shit. Just like they did the second time when they did fool me, actually, to come over on their panel, and they were like at the end, gotcha.
Well, I don't know if it was a gotcha. I wasn't there, so I didn't.
Yeah, I think that was I think you may not even have been around at that time, or if you was, maybe you wasn't that
I
active. I
started
don't know.
following you on your Christmas stream when you had those long sleeps over
Yeah,
Christmas break. But hey,
yeah,
man, I am proud of you
and
for
it's
graduating. By the way, I just wanted to tell
well,
you that.
you said
Yeah,
that,
I
and
agree.
then you said some other shit too. Like
No,
the thing
nothing bad
is
about
that
you. The other shit that I said is
here's
that
what's
I'm
wrong.
proud of you for going to rehab. That's the other shit I said. The other shit is, and I even said it in an alt account in a chat that you
Well,
were in. And when you found out
here,
it was me, you
here
quit talking to me, man. And I wasn't rude to you at all. I said,
well,
dude, I'm so
if you
happy for you. I'm
guys
proud of you, man. Go and do
if,
that.
if you
And then
guys
you got
remember,
mad.
if you guys remember,
Like, help me
I
understand.
if you guys remember, I've said it and said it and said it, and the earlier guys, because you're more new, but I have told my story so much, like that only one or two possibilities exist. One, I came on here and y'all say it can't be this, but one, I came on here and I played a character from start to finish, and I'm just tricking and fooling and fucking with all y'all. Or
No
two,
one's saying that.
two, I told you the straight up truth all the way up until this build up point after graduating, where I was like, you mean after doing all of this, going through school, being responsible, and I mean, they still think, and I knew I had an issue with the weed. So I was like, what do I do?
Can I tell you why
Because,
that they think
and
you
I,
could? I know what you're about to say.
and
Why
I
they
knew if
think
I,
that I can't accomplish things, or why I'm a locale, or why this or why that.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no. What's wrong is that whether or not they feel 120% I need to do something doesn't mean I got to do it. And another thing, I don't, and I'm going to reiterate it one final time, I don't abuse or mistake the medicines prescribed for the actually diagnosed in medical file conditions that are not make believe or from a hypochondriac mind or a malingerer, whatever word you want to use.
I agree with that,
They're
Square.
they're they're in there. Otherwise, the doctors wouldn't come on.
I agree. I agree that the
But you
doctors are
guys want
prescribing you.
you
You don't
you
stop
guys
saying
want
you guys. I've never called your
okay.
doctor.
All
I've never
right,
called your house.
but
I don't even have your phone number, Square. I've never done
okay,
anything to you except offer
but can you
advice
believe?
and then
But how
talk
can
shit in chat.
but how
That's
can
it.
but how can you roll with the people that are like saying, if he doesn't do this, well then the only thing he can do is bag groceries. And if he does get a job somewhere and we find out about it, we're gonna take that motherfucker. Like, how would you feel if I was your
Tell me.
family member and
No,
you just
I
learned all
understand that.
about all? How would you
Right.
feel?
Tell me what you want me to do. What would you like me to do?
I don't.
How do
I
you
didn't
think that
ask you
I
to come
can
up here.
change?
I
No, I'm
didn't
not.
ask you.
But you just said, how can you roll with those people? So with those people, what would you like me to do to prevent whatever it is those people are going to do? Hypothetically, tell
There's
me
nothing.
what you want me
There's
to do.
nothing. What are you talking about? You can't do anything like that.
Well, you just said you roll with those people. Therefore, when you say
I said,
you roll with
how
those
could you? I
people,
said, how could you roll with those people, knowing the fact that like Filthy is doing, like them going after that April woman? What the
so
fuck
what
did
would
she
you?
do to y'all? What
So
the
what
fuck did
would you
she do
like
to
me to
y'all,
do? So what would you like me to do about that? That's what I'm asking. What can
dude?
someone who doesn't
I
have a
mean,
channel?
if you don't feel in your heart that anything that's going on with them is wrong, then I guess you don't do anything. If you felt that something they were doing was wrong, maybe you wouldn't associate with them anymore. But
I
that's a
think some of the
personal
stuff
thing.
that
I
they
can't.
do is funny. I think some of the things they did was to try to help you, and then you turned on them. And then some of the things I don't agree with, Square.
What do you mean? They never have
And
tried to help. By a Scooter offering me to come to his place when I didn't know him from Adam to a hole in the ground, and I only reached out to him to
he offered to
because I
get you
didn't
into
want him
rehab.
to.
Square, I could get you into
Why?
rehab tomorrow. I could get you into rehab tomorrow because I have family members that work at two different rehabs.
Why? Why? I don't.
Why? Because I don't want to see you die, and because if I can reach out to a fellow addict and help them, then that's what I'm
I'm
going to do,
not.
man. Like, I'm not
Look,
looking for anything out of
I
it. I'm offering
know.
you help. Like,
I know that when you went through addiction, that thing, that spark can always be relit. It's in me. Yeah, I get that. But I can tell that you seriously, really do not believe I don't have any issues, or that I do have issues that I don't.
oh, no. I know you are full of issues, but I believe that the
No,
issues that you believe you have and are being medicated for are a major problem in your life. That's my personal. That's my.
I
That's
have.
just my opinion,
I
Square.
listen,
Looking on
listen.
the outside in, brother. I
I
know
am gonna
because,
get.
dude, I was prescribed Xanax and Suboxone at one
Yeah,
time, man. I
but you.
know
Okay,
what it
but
did to
I'm not
me.
on.
It does
I'm not
exactly
on.
what it does to you. I know.
I'm not
Everybody's different,
Xanax.
Square.
I'm not on Xanax. I'm not on
Right.
Xanax. I'm on a
Dude,
lower
you were
dose,
on
which completely
4.
destroys.
You were on
And now
8
I'm on,
milligrams of Ativan. You were 2 milligrams shy of the state limit. You were on 8 milligrams of Ativan a day and 3 Suboxone, 3 Subutex. Now you're on
and
the strips. Now
I'm
you're
on
on
the
the strips,
strips,
and now you're on 3 milligrams, right? So
and
that's
I've been
great
taking,
that you've
and
gone
I've
down one.
and
Now,
I've
if
been
you go down
taking,
to 2 next month,
I've been
it,
taking two other day, every so often. I don't have to take my third.
that's fine. Work your way down. But when you get down to where you're only prescribed 2 a day, don't hold on to the third so that you can put some away for a rainy day, because that's addict behavior. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I did the
I
same
didn't
thing.
put them away for a rainy day. I just
I'm not saying you are
if
now. I'm just saying don't
I would
start
just
doing that. That's
I just put
an
I
addict
just
behavior.
if
Or
I
if you
didn't take
save up,
if I don't listen, if I don't need the third pill because it's as needed, I just put it back in my bottle and then I pour three back into my next day, and I do the same thing over and over and over. I don't
right, and
stockpile.
that's good.
That was
That's
another
awesome.
lie.
No, that's fantastic. But those pills do sit there and they go somewhere. So if you have a bad day, you're tempted to take
It
3 or 4 of them at once.
it is
I'm just telling you,
Rebel's
trust me, I've
chant.
been there.
Hold
Listen to me,
on.
man. I'm
Let
just
me let
telling
me
you,
say
someone
something to
that's been
her.
there.
Let me say something to her. It is Rebel's channel, yeah. And he said it was ours. He said I could use it. He knew I was going live. And I deleted mine. And Rebel's the only person on here that talks to me on his real phone. And he don't dox me. He don't sell my shit. I don't do that to him. And so you know, I'm actually building a fucking friendship with somebody across the fucking country, and people hate it.
Just be careful
Nah,
with stacking
I
up
don't, I
your
don't,
meds.
I
That's
don't,
all.
I don't, no, I'm not stockpile. See, why did you say stock? I'm not
I don't.
stockpiling.
Stockpiling makes it sound like you've got thousands. Setting back, right?
I'm not
So
setting
let's
any
say,
back. They just go in the bottle
let's say
at the
you get
lit. Okay, no, 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 no.
you get
At
a
the end,
28. Hold on, Square. You get 28 months supply or 28 days supply of 3, right?
30-day supply.
30. Oh, they do 30 there. Okay, so you get 90, which makes it much easier. So let's say you take 75 of those. You have 15 left over. Next month you get a new script of 90. You have 15 left over. Next month
I would just,
you do the same thing.
well,
You
I
take
don't.
75. Boom, you got 15. Now you got 30. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
But it's
usually the
it,
way it's worked is sometimes I usually do have to take all three, but I'll have a few left. But what I do before I get my new prescription, if I have any left over of those, I tell them and I take it.
you
I
turn them
just
into the pharmacy. You take your leftovers and turn them into the pharmacy and say, "Here are my leftovers," or do you keep them at home like a rational
no, I
person
don't
would?
keep them at home. No, I don't
Okay,
actually keep them at home.
I find that hard to believe,
Well,
given
you
your
may find it
past,
hard to believe, but
because
because
you did.
listen, I've been through the addiction before. I've been through a pain clinic. I've been fired from a pain clinic years and years ago when I was
Square,
after
I've
I
been
was
through
diagnosed with
more than
chronic
you could ever
pain. I
imagine.
know.
You can name off all you
Well,
want, brother. I've been through it and done it
you may
multiple
have, but
times. Okay,
that's okay. I'm
but
sorry you
I
had to
know
go through
that
it
you're
multiple
not.
times. I had to go through it 3 times.
Yeah, it sucks. Addiction's a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Are you literally taking your leftover Ativan and turning them into the pharmacy? It's a yes or no question. Don't lie. If you say no, I keep them. That's okay. No one's gonna be mad at you. Just you got to be honest.
If I've had like 2, 3, 4, I probably did just put them in. And but if I had like, that time that I had, I think it was in February, I had like 10, and I knew the temptation was there, and so I asked my granddad. My granddad called up there, and they said you could just throw them away or bring them up there. And I mean, to be honest with you, I just threw those out. I mean, But that's not
That's
something
fine.
normally
Hey,
happens. I usually have to take my third dose, so
no,
it's not
that's
like
okay,
at the
man.
end of the
I
month I'm gonna,
no, I understand
you
what you're
know.
saying, man. I've poured Demerol out, down into the toilet to flush. So after a surgery, because I was prescribed way too much, and it would have
I
lasted me
had
for months.
I
It was
had an
ridiculous.
I had an eighth left, and I disposed of it. I mean, like I had to dispose of that eighth because I knew if I kept if I knew if I couldn't stop that morning and get it away, then I would just keep. I know that. I know how it works. Hey Mo, how are you doing? Hope you and Rebel are eating good tonight.
I think the issue is going to be you lying about going to rehab because you could have
Well,
just said you
I
were,
I I
and I think that
misled
that
you.
bothered a lot of people. Don't
I
say
misled.
misled. Come on, you're not
I
some
did.
government bureaucrat,
I
dude. Just say
I
I lied to
purposefully
you. I
okay, I
purposely lied
purposefully
to you.
made up a scenario, lie,
There you go.
whatever. Yeah, that's what it did. I
So
mean,
you're
but
fully
but
admitting
I
it and
didn't do
taking
it. I
responsibility
didn't do
for it.
it. I didn't do it for, well, I don't know about like taking accountability or responsibility to a bunch of strangers on the internet. But especially the ones that have done and been so harsh to me, maybe not you per se, but the others, that's why they sent you. Or that's
No,
why
they
you
didn't
came.
send me. They didn't send me. No one sent me. I promise you.
Okay. Well, then, I
I'd be more than
mean,
happy to talk with you. I've sent you messages on IG Square.
I know,
I mean,
but you know how many
everything I've
people
said
that
to
I've
you
do
is
you
trying
know
to
how
help
many
you.
people I've befriend you know how many people I've befriended that saved IG messages just to sell?
No, I understand that. No, I'll
About three
never
or four, about three now almost.
look, man. If someone asks me not to share something, I'm not going to share it. I'm in other
They,
groups
you know what
of
they said,
of
and they
stuff
said
like
the same.
that's far
They
more
said the
important
same
of
thing.
things than this kind of nonsense. I do this for fun.
Well, they
It's
said
a
the same
stress
thing.
relief. But yeah, no, I don't share private information. If you say this is, I don't want you to share this, and I'm not going to share it.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa! I threw drugs out where a child could get a hold of them.
Oh
Didn't
no,
I just say I put them down my toilet in February?
I
Didn't I
did.
just say that? My God.
Wasn't there some
Does the
recent
toilet go
flooding where
out?
you
Does the
live,
toilet?
like
No,
the sewers or whatever?
no.
There was some in some country, in some states. I didn't know if yours was one of them.
My broke self. Yeah, my broke just got a literal, it was, to be exact, if you want to know, and I'm only saying this not to gloat because it's not a lot of money. It was a blessing and I'm very appreciative of it. But actually, it was $22,300 I got left rolling. So if you think, and I got that at the end of April, if you think
Tell them
I'm
square.
broke, you think I'm broke, then you're out of your mind.
Now, Square, I just want to make sure one thing, and this is for your tax purposes. You said that you gave Grandpa $16,000. Did you really give him that much? Because if so, he's gonna have to pay
Yes.
taxes on it. What you should have
Mm,
done, what you should have done
no,
is Google.
I transferred it to him because he will be helping me buy my car, and it's not a gift or anything, so it's
Okay, I was
my
gonna say
money
because you can
still.
do a one-time gift of up to like $14,310. So that's why I was saying 16 is well over that. Maybe
He's just
get two
holding it.
thousand back.
He's just holding it for me.
Okay. Well, if it's spent within 6 months, then it should be okay on your on your
Oh,
next
it
expense
will
form.
be.
So
You ain't even got to worry about that. It will be.
right. All right. Hey, I'm just looking out for you, man.
Well, I do
Just like I
appreciate
was
it
looking
letting
out
me know about
for.
that.
Just like I was looking
No,
out
well,
for.
yeah, don't you know, if after a while of figuring out that I've got trolls up my ass, you think I'm gonna tell you the freaking every damn thing at once? Now, I get that makes it hard for people to believe me, but you know, Oh, I know what I could do. I could show the receipt of the check. Hold on a second.
Yeah, there you go. Show that. That'll shut some people up.
Because remember, I lie about everything. I lie about everything, remember? I shouldn't even. No, I really shouldn't. Fuck. Here, I'll just do this. This is the cashier's check. And if y'all can't. $20. If y'all can't believe that, I don't know what you can. You ain't seeing all my business. Lord Luda got disconnected. Amen. God bless our veterans.
Boy, yeah, you're right about that. Square, so I heard you talking about your involuntary hold will not affect you getting your firearm back. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
That's good news, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was you know, when the head of the sheriff's association made that statement, I knew I was good, but I had done my due diligence and had a lawyer check into it too, and he said no, it'd be fine. He said he said the main thing is you gotta let that marijuana card go.
Yeah,
I was like, yep.
When does it expire?
About a month.
Well, you can still smoke for a month then.
No, dude, I'm done. Like, yeah, I don't have the money to.
Well, I mean,
Like,
are you
I
applying for
smoked way too.
jobs? Or?
See, people don't get that. They think I didn't have a bad weed addiction that I needed to quit, and that was the only addiction I had. Well, when
Well, how
you
much did you
go, when
spend?
you when you uh,
When you got that money, how
I
much did you spend? Because I know how much
probably
I
about
would have.
probably 2K went on weed,
Damn, my man.
and that's
Yeah,
a
I
lot,
probably would have.
and that's a lot,
But
and I don't need that.
shit, that's a
I don't
lot of
need that
weed.
in my life. Yeah. People think I don't smoke a lot. Shit.
Damn, 2K.
You ought to talk to my buddy.
Fuck, dude, I could get a
I,
pound
I
and a
know
half for that.
well the thing is though, I've got, some vapes, I splurged a little bit and I bought I wish I hadn't because those vapes and shit, they don't if you go to a
Man, you should
dispo,
have
you should
bought
just
you.
get flour. You should
You
just
should
get
have bought you a
flour, maybe
half
some
pound.
edibles.
Do you know people
You
that you could
can't.
sell
You
to?
can't. But you can't. You have to.
You
You
don't know
like
anybody on the
if
street?
like no, I'm not doing. I don't put myself out there like that. Since I came
Uh,
back from rehab, I don't, dude. Ever since I came back from rehab, I don't fuck with people that fuck in the street.
Damn, bro. Well,
Now,
hey,
before
you looking to
then,
get
was I running?
some good bud for
Before
cheap? You
before
let me
then,
know.
before then, when I was running in the street and addicted and stuff, yeah, I knew some people. Hell, I still know them if they're still here and could probably drive. I don't have their number. I could probably drive, but I'm not gonna do that.
So they won't let you buy half a pound up there?
The dispo at the most carries the most I've seen is an ounce, and it was an ounce of like popcorn
Oh,
quality.
so they don't
Uh,
sell like QPs or
like
nothing.
no,
Oh, okay, I got
they
you.
sell it. They sell sometimes. Rarely they'll get full premium buds up to 14 grams. That's about as much as it goes. Or you'll have 14 grams of popcorn, or an ounce of popcorn, or an ounce of shake. But then usually though, you can always count on 7 gram and 3.5s. That's I mean, well, you can't always count on the 7 grams. I mean, we since it's a tri-state area and we got people because of the wreck coming out of state all the time. Our dispos are constantly, shit. If you don't get up there and
Sounds like you
man, you
need a
should.
new weed store, man.
Well, in this
I
small
know, but you
town,
quit. But you quit.
this,
You may have to go
yeah, I
outside your
quit.
town.
No,
It's a shame you
well,
gotta quit. I'll tell
the
you what you
town,
need, man. You need
the
you some
town. Well,
mushrooms, man.
no, I have to quit because, even though the job offer that I got is not, I'm not going to go into it. It's not, I can, I'm
Is it
really,
medical related?
no, it's not.
Okay,
Um,
that's cool. That's
they,
cool.
they, the person a recruiter reached out to me after I did some applying, and the job that they offered is actually a real good job, and I kind of am like on the fence about it. Like I'm almost talked to a loved one about it, and they're like, "Yeah, but you don't want to do that." And then, if you end up doing that for a while, they're like, as soon as you get out, I need to as soon as I can, which is as soon as I get all the THC out of my system.
You didn't
Um,
sign up for like some kind of experimental training or some experimental drug stuff, did you? I mean, that stuff pays really good, but
no, no,
okay, I
no.
didn't know.
This is a
I
country
didn't.
town, dude. This is a country
Hey,
town.
that's where they do that shit at, man.
No,
Country towns.
I got recruited to.
Rebel knows what I'm talking about.
I've done cashier work before in the past, so I guess that's why that they.
And you got would they recruit you to the food court or what?
No, I'm not detailing that.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yep,
We'll leave it at that. But hey, man, it's I was disappointed to see
got to do an interview
the lie
tomorrow.
on the rehab thing, man. That disappointed me that you did that. But
You guys knew I
I,
didn't go.
yeah, people knew, but we had to lead on.
I didn't need to go. I still don't
Well,
need to go. I didn't need to go a month ago. I didn't need to go now. I won't need to go a month from here. And I will be
well,
going live
we
like
can
this
disagree, but
for a while. Well, okay, we can disagree. Well, do you think, what do you think's, isn't it going to be really weird though if say I get a bunch of lives with Rebel and they go 6, 7 hours and there's no nodding off or anything ever again?
no, I think
Isn't
that
that,
would be fantastic. And then I think that yeah, I think that would silence a bit of the stuff. But I mean, do you need to be going 6, 7 hours a day
I mean,
live
to be
looking
able
for
to,
a job? I mean,
no,
like,
I
I
don't,
mean,
but
I'm
but
just
I'll
asking.
go live
I'm
like
not
this,
mad.
like I'm talking right now. I'm clear. Like I know from some of the streams I watch, you can tell when I've smoked and stuff because I sound high as shit.
Yeah,
And
that's
I mean,
true. But you can also
and
tell
so
when you
yeah,
take
anyone,
your Ativan. We can hear the
no,
bottle pop, and then we know about 30 minutes, and then you're smoking on
it,
top of that,
it
right?
ain't 30 minutes. Like you
30
guys
to
didn't know.
45.
You
It's
guys
30 to
didn't know when I
45.
took.
You pop it,
Well,
you roll a blunt, you
well,
start
I
smoking it.
popped.
By the time you're
I
end of your blunt, you're falling out. So yes,
well
it's good.
before.
Is it the weed or is it the Ativan or is it both
Well,
combined?
while I was on Rebels, I took my last one for the night, and I'm up here right now, and I sound clear as day, don't I?
You do actually.
Yeah.
So maybe it
Funny
was
how.
the weed. Maybe you were just smoking too
Yeah.
much and it was making you tired.
So
You know.
that's all I got to say is that y'all watch and best believe, because y'all know I
I hope
didn't
that
get
you
off
can
my
keep it.
prescription
You know,
meds.
Well, I hope you can keep it going that way, man.
I
Because
will.
that's the biggest thing is the falling asleep things, you know. But you should want to also try to get off
Are
of your
you
prescription
crazy?
meds.
Are you crazy, Roland?
You
I
should want to
couldn't.
get off of
I
them.
could. See that's what most
What's
of y'all's
that say?
community comes from. Need to
What does
give
it
up the other
say?
stuff. Stick to weed. Stick to weed. Better for you, and you already have a medical card. No, Roland.
What's wrong with
I'm not.
that? That's a
I'm not.
good
I'm not.
suggestion.
No, I'm not trading my license for weed in exchange for my right to defend myself and bear arms. I'm not going to exchange
You
my
can still own a
diploma,
gun at your
hardly earned.
house. It's
I'm
not
not going to
illegal at your
exchange my.
house.
I don't have a gun at my house. My granddad's got the gun locked up.
Yeah, but that's bullshit, that law, so whatever.
It
Don't
may
even
be
get me started
bullshit,
on
but
that. I understand
it
what you're
may,
doing. I understand.
yeah, especially when I got
But
100-something people watching me, and they
yeah,
want to.
I
Some of them want
understand.
to see me fall and shit.
It's just
You know,
bullshit.
damn.
But you should be able to keep it in your room and just not ever fucking talk about it or mention it that it's under your bed in case you need self defense. Like that's all you gotta do.
Oh no, well, I know
But
that time that I went out.
sometimes
I did a shooting video, and Mr. Fusion made fun of me because that was like literally the first time I was messing with that. But
right,
that's fine.
I understand that, but I'm saying if you put it under your bed and didn't tell anyone that it was under your bed and no one knew but you and your grandfather and you know it's there and you just don't say
Well,
anything about it ever,
I'd rather
then
my grandfather have it in his possession until I can legally have it, which
I
won't be but a
understand.
month from now. So
I understand, man. I went through the course. I've got a carry permit. I understand that. I
no, see
understand that.
now
So,
I want to do that again. I had mine a long time ago.
it's
I
worth
went through the
doing.
course.
It's worth doing.
You don't even have to do it where I live, but you can, and they still issue them, even though we're
Yeah, I would do it.
constitutional carry.
Yeah, I would do it. It's a good course to take. I mean, for anyone, it's a good course to take.
That is correct. It is the prescription medications that I take. The reason now, if I was um, if I was prescribed something and like abusing it, and there was evidence of abusing it or something, PD, then maybe yeah, I would be in possession while intoxicated. But no, it's like alcohol basically.
I mean, don't you think
Because
if you got
alcohol is
off,
federally legal, prescription drugs are federally legal.
don't you think if you were able to get down to like one Suboxone a day and maybe like one Ativan as needed, don't you think that that would
Yeah,
be an
that would be
ideal
great if I
situation?
could do that. Yeah, it would. That would be
Okay,
great.
that's good to hear you. That's good to hear you say that and admit that you're open to that one day. That's good. See, that's a
That would
step
be
in the right
great.
direction. Yeah. So okay, cool, man. That's good.
I mean, hell, I never liked fucking having to take, like you can ask even even the person that hates me married to my dad, my stepmom, and dad. Like I was all turned off by psychiatric treatment, medicines, doctors. I was, I read something. I was convinced that it was all, a conspiracy. I believed a lot of stuff growing up. I thought I knew stuff about, and
I'm pretty sure I could cure you with 60
I
days
was,
in the woods with
I
several
was in
bags
the,
of mushrooms, and you would be good to go when you left. You would be a badass motherfucker that could skin a deer and live on his own, you know?
well, I might maybe take you up on that if you're not an axe murderer.
No, no, no. I'm anti war, man.
Anti-war.
I'm anti
I'm like,
war, man.
how can you be anti-war but bear arms? You literally, we bear arms in the event of tyranny or in case of war.
Yeah, we aren't at war.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
anti
Might as well
war.
be.
No.
Dude,
Well,
we've been at
the
war
United States is at
perpetually.
war with Russia through proxy of Ukraine. I'm anti war. I don't believe in that shit. I believe that they the hundreds of billions of dollars spent there should have been spent in the United States on helping homelessness and mental health. You know, people should be able to bear arms. We're not at war with our government, so.
No, you're on Johnson, aren't you? Hold on, you guys, just a second. Hold on.
Don't beat anybody up. Let's see, we got dead air, folks. Oh, I don't know how many people are watching. What do we got going on here in the chat? See Vias for forward in there. See Vol Fam 88. Tennessee's gonna look good this year. Looking good. We just got a 4-star recruit from Virginia. Gonna be good. Looking forward to it. I'm a Vol fan myself. And Black Sheep, man, I've been there. Black Sheep my whole life. I feel the pain, brother. Feel the pain. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Always great comments. Always seem to get square up in arms. It's funny.
All right, I'm back.
All right, man. Everything okay, brother?
Yeah, I had to do something for my granddad.
Are we still on Carolinas? Are we still on Rebels?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. And Square, I appreciate you
set
letting
up-
me just sit here and talk to you
I
one-on-one
set
like
up-
this and you not booting me or anything like that, man. I appreciate it, dude. Respect.
I set up this background and the flag and everything for Rebel. People think like I'm trying to take his shit over. No, I'm not. I'm making it like what he wants, and you know, I set the panels up like this so you could see the cars. You know, I'm over one, he's in the other, shit like that.
You should drop the link for MC and block him from StreamYard. You know that he only wants the best for you, man. I know y'all butt heads like brothers. It's funny.
No, I'm not sure if he does.
He does. He does.
If he does, then he can send me positive energy and light.
Well,
Take
he
the
is through
videos
me.
down.
He is through me. He just wants to talk. That's all.
Yeah.
The new Square seems to be open. I'm just saying you don't have to do it right now. I'm just saying maybe one of your next lives, talk to him. Like we're talking now. You know what I mean?
Like Rebel told me, like, not even to entertain or, full, because y'all just, man, and you could say, you keep saying y'all, well, yeah, you're all part of a group and you in the live, I'm gonna group you together as y'all.
I understand that.
Like Scooter has put, I mean, like that imagery, seeing being put and made out to be something I'm not, that shit has literally made me think like, well, fuck, I should be fucking, like I almost ought to be doing what they say because they keep trying to push this is it. And I've never done IV drug use. I've never done anything like that. Not even close.
Do you think that I talked to Scooter or
I
JM
don't
or
know.
Fusion behind the scenes? No, I'm asking you. No, serious question. Do you think that I talked to any of those guys behind the scenes?
Not if you're not up in the hierarchy, I guess, because they're kind of more or less the founding members.
Do you think that I do? Because earlier you said I was sent up here to you, which I wasn't.
You might. I don't know. I mean, it's just like with you guys saying
that in a private chat. None of them in DM. Nothing.
It's the same thing when I said to Andrea, that either was you or it wasn't, and someone using your video. And I know they can do it because I saw Fusion on a panel one day, playing a video. I don't know. There's a way to do it, some type of app or something, but where you can play camera media on the screen here. You know,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
you select a different camera and it plays a video. Like he could have a video of a Johnny Gobble up here saying, "I'll suck your damn dick," you know, or something, and
Okay.
you'd think it's Johnny up here talking. You'd
Okay.
see Johnny
What
and
about it?
everything.
Fuck Johnny. What about it?
Why do you say fuck Johnny? What's he
Because he's a
done to
piece of
you?
shit. He's a scammer. What are you talking about?
I think he's a piece of shit for what he said to his son, but how is he a scammer?
Well, the painting,
Huh?
the
The
painting,
painting.
the painting
I
and the
mean,
child thing. That's the only bad things I have to say about him. I do think that he has been done.
like I gotta say, the shit I
I
saw
can't
about
say that
the
what's been
pill
done to him.
snorting. I mean, the shit I saw about
It's
the
not
pill
anything really
snorting.
bad done to him. He had some turkeys put in his yard.
Did
I
he
mean, you got
really?
dildos and butt plugs. I mean, even he said that you
Yeah,
got it way worse than he did, and he's acting like people are chasing him. You know, like a goon
yeah.
squad's out to kill
But
him.
dag burn. But even though he'll say that stuff, but he had never once invited me up to tell my
Right?
story or nothing.
I know, and Gene's never been on your show, but you said all kinds of shit about Gene tonight, so that bridge has been burned. You burnt that shit to the ground and Rebel.
Well, no, he burnt it to the ground, leaving that shit up of Rebel this whole damn time.
It was showing his colors.
No, it was depicting him as a racist.
Well, at that moment, he was being racist. Do I think that he's an active racist? No. Like running around like
How's he not trolling? Because I mean, how can Andrea or who was it? Was it Andrea? Somebody, some girl I heard said the N
dropping
word.
the N word. Yeah. That's the books. Hey, I mean, if it's encouraged and you get
But
taunted
then
to
again,
do it and
I
dared
think
to
it's
do it
real.
and you
I
do
don't.
it,
I think it. I mean, look, you could stand on the side of
I don't
it's a
know. You could
horrible
say
word
anything
and
and
I shouldn't
it's
use it. But then at the same breath you could say, well, if other people are going to call me it, why can't I call? You know, and then it goes back to the obvious thing about Europeans being in power and slave.
right.
You know,
Well, they're just
so
doing
I
it to get a rise out of each other. I don't believe Andrea's at all a fucking racist because she
no,
said the
but
N word with an
Mocon
A.
took
You know, come
rebels.
on. Mocon's a fucking idiot.
Mocon, but they tried to get Rebel to stop messing with me. Mocon them did, and Rebel didn't go for that shit, so they took his rent. I mean, so really they burnt the bridge.
I
If
don't.
there was a
Mocon sucks. His music sucks. He's a drunk. He's got fucking SS bolts on his goddamn arm. Fuck
yeah,
him.
what's that shit about? Now, see,
Fuck
that's
him.
like I'm
Say it to his
Jewish,
goddamn
and I didn't
face.
know he had SS
My
bolts
grandfather
on him.
fucking killed the shit out of Germans over there, motherfucker. And Japanese.
I'm of German Jewish descent,
Dude,
so
I'm half German, man. My mom was adopted in Germany. My grandfather flew the Berlin
I'm
airlift and
I'm only
adopted my mom over
30%.
there.
I'm
My
only
mom is 100%. She doesn't know her family. She knows the city she came from. That's it.
I'm only
From Germany, you know.
I
My
was
grandfather
raised.
flew in the Pacific, and then he was part of the Berlin airlift, and then they flew some fighter missiles, some shit like that. But it was pretty much
Damn,
done by the time he was on the Berlin airlift. The war was over there, so I
my
shouldn't have said
grandfather
that
was
he
in
killed
was
half
in
Germans, but
my grandfather was in Nam, but uh, the thing is that I, I only have 30% the German Jewish ancestry that I have, so like I'm not half or anything like that. I just have a small trace, and that's why like growing up I was raised kind of Christian, but and then later on I discovered, and it's something me and my granddad sometimes get into arguments about, try not to, but I had met somebody that was a friend of mine, or became a friend, who was a Messianic Jew, and I had never heard of, that before. And it's basically Jews like that believe in Jesus. So, and when I discovered my ancestry, I don't know, I felt like that's what I should be. So I converted.
Well, that's
No, well,
cool,
you
man. Nothing wrong
don't
with
really
that.
convert. I don't really convert. Well, I guess you do, but I don't know. But then I hear, but and I guess that's when I felt the animal said, "Well, I got my yarmulke on." Like he's not Jewish. I don't think, is he? Uh,
I mean, he could be. He could
it
be.
could be.
It's better to play it safe than sorry. You
But
know.
it's just like my best friend said, my real best friend. It is both a religion and a race.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
So, can I ask you?
you could be religiously Jewish, but not racially Jewish, and you could be both, and you could be racially and not religiously.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. So this Alexander account.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That Alexander account is not me.
Okay, just asking. That's what started, and it seemed like that people commenting on it is what caused you to go live on Carolinas. It didn't seem like it was a
No,
planned event
well,
like
it
today at
wasn't no, it wasn't
2
because
o'clock or whatever time it
techni-
was.
well, technically it was sorta, but not in the sense that y'all think.
You
He
mean? Oh, you mean
after
the
he
account
after
or the?
yeah after that person had been and went through all that and tried to talk and just let it be. They had told people, or they told me, like they had said that that they were gonna get a hold of me. They said I was as honest with them at all. I told them that I didn't know if you were or weren't, because last time that person talked, he spoke with my granddad, and my granddad, like I told him to say, if anyone asks about, I'm not here, you know.
Right.
And he said what he told me, and that's when I called Rebel, because I was like, all right, let me just,
You want to nip it in the bud, I guess. Nip the
yeah,
rumors in the bud. I got you. Where is Rebel?
yeah,
And
and
Square,
he's
when you
what,
go
and
live,
he
before,
and
hold on, Square.
he's only been watching for a couple weeks, so he doesn't know everything, but he's seen a lot more. So I get how people
Oh,
think, like, probably
what, like
because
your
his account.
grandfather?
No,
Oh, this
Alex.
person. Oh, Alex or Alexander. Gotcha, gotcha.
It's not his name.
But while we're on this, it goes by Alex.
Well, I mean, on YouTube, yeah.
Okay, well, it said Alexander, so I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, Alexander Studios, I think. But he
Yeah.
told me he
But
had
I wanted to
created it.
ask you, I
I
mean,
don't
have I
know.
not deserved to be unblocked by not only you, but also by Rebel? I mean, I've enjoyed this conversation we've had. Have I disrespected you in any way?
Well, I said, I think you may. I mean, you did kind of still suggest you think like I don't know what you guys think. Like if
No, I'm asking
I
you,
was
did I? Because
diagnosed with
have.
chronic. No, no, you didn't. But in a way, you kind of did, because y'all don't get
How
that
so?
the only reason that I have chronic pain, right? And I didn't work out at a pain clinic because I got messed up on the drugs there, all right? But
I understand that.
that doesn't take away from the fact I have chronic pain. So then I'm in a position where I go and they give me this medicine and they say, well, it can help treat both. Well, I told everybody, because it's listed in my medical record diagnosed, that my OUD is in remission, and the only thing I'm prescribed that for is for my pain. Now, do I hurt as much now as I'm going to when I get older? No. So,
Square, you can
like,
tell the story. It's not your chronic pain. Of course, you've got chronic pain. No one's suggesting that you don't. It's
yes,
the
they have.
nature of it. Well, some have, yes. I believe you do. And I believe that the Suboxone helps. And it also helps keep you from, buying hydros or fake Roxy's or what have you off the street. That's one of the reasons why I take a half a Suboxone a day, is because I have no cravings. If I have a craving, that's an issue. I'm going to go look for drugs. So that's the reason that I take it. But with putting Ativan on top of it and large amounts of weed, that can cause issues where you become sleepy. Now tonight, you have not been sleepy at all. You've been completely coherent. So maybe it
Yep.
was just the weed. Maybe we were wrong. But you did still go down from 4 to 3, which is good. And you said that you would even look at going down from 3 to 2.
Yeah, like
And you
my
said one
current.
day that you hoped that you could get down to like a Suboxone a day, or even maybe 2 Suboxones a day, and one as needed for anxiety pill.
I'd really hope that I'd like to strengthen
That's
up my body. I'd really like to strengthen up my body, because if I got that done, I would have less pain in my leg, and then all of what you're saying, yeah, it'd be more positive. And then I could, like, I'd really like to go to that clinic I'd showed on one of my old videos that does the state of, the advanced
yeah,
neuroregulation. And when you're knocked out, they inject you with naloxone.
yeah. I
And what
did
that,
that. I did rapid detox in the early 2000s.
no,
It
no, no,
is
this is
crazy
this is
expensive.
brand new. This is brand
This they
new.
put they I went and checked into a hospital. They gave me a IV of morphine, and I had a clicker box, and then they wheeled me into the operating room, if you will, and they gave me a big shot of Michael Jackson stuff, along with a huge dose of Xanax, and they pumped me full of naloxone. And they strap you down, you go into seizures or shakes, and it gets it all out of your system, and then you wake up and you're still fucked up for about a day, and you have a catheter and all that stuff, and the next day you leave the hospital
No,
and you're good.
this is different. This is different. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let
tell
me,
me how. Yeah, because I'm curious
hold on.
about it, about why it's different. But I did that to get off OxyContin a long, long time ago. So
Here we go. This is quick. It's how does A&R. It's called
you can
A&R.
just explain it. You don't have to play a video of it. I know that you said that they give you
Or patients
endorphins and
to their
things like that.
predependency state in a matter of hours. Let's take a
Hold on, let me
closer look at how
restart it.
opioids
This is
affect the
only a
brain.
No, you
minute.
don't have to do
Addiction is
that.
a medical problem,
I
and it
want to
needs to
though.
be treated as such. By addressing opioid dependency at its
Sounds
core,
expensive.
the brain, the ANR treatment is able to restore patients to their predependency state in a matter of hours. Let's take a closer look at how opioids affect the brain and how dependency can be cured. The human body has a natural ability to produce its own endorphins. These natural feel-good and pain relief chemicals bind together with the brain's opioid receptors. For the most part, the body produces an appropriate amount of endorphins for the stimuli it's experiencing. When external opioids, such as heroin, fentanyl, or other pain medications, are introduced over an extended period of time, the body is filled with synthetic endorphins and the natural production halts. At the same time, the brain develops more opioid receptors that need to be fed. This chemical imbalance causes physical and psychological symptoms we often associate with opioid dependency and addiction. During the treatment, while under sedation, physical withdrawal is induced, and the process of accelerated neuroregulation begins. Naltrexone is administered to the patient, which blocks the additional receptors that were created while taking external opioids. Eventually, these extra receptors will change their morphological makeup and become non-functional. Through the ANR's treatment, we can restore each person's individual endorphin receptor balance, returning them to their predependency state.
That is what I need.
Yeah, that's different. That's interesting, man. I'll have to look into that. They'd have to go way back.
Not in low doses, it doesn't, Roland. God. This ain't low something more. same old dance and song. The combination. Oh, it's only Ativan. Never mind that you got a 50-year-old that lives on just a couple blocks over that's fucking
That
taking
swear
three.
you can't compare yourself to someone else. That's not fair.
I can't. I am
It's not
because
fair. I know you are, but that's
if
not
he
fair.
lives a normal, it is fair. If he lives a normal life, has the same, he has.
He's not on YouTube.
He
He's not
doesn't
on
have the
YouTube.
exact same condition.
He
What
doesn't have
does
the
me
exact
have?
same condition. He's taking way stronger drugs, but he's not on YouTube.
He
He
has
may
most of the
sit.
same
He
conditions
may
and a
sit on
different one.
his. He may sit on his chair and slobber on himself all day long. That
He
doesn't
don't.
mean that he's like
He don't.
not
But
an
he
addict.
don't though. But I mean, he doesn't. Like he's functional.
Okay, I believe you.
He's
I
disabled,
just
but he's
remember what it
functional.
was like when I took 3 totem poles a day prescribed, and I was taking 3 strips a day. I remember what it was when I was working at Verizon. Almost lost my job because I was nodding off, standing up, off Xanax and Suboxone. I didn't realize it, you know. Luckily, a buddy told me, and then I started getting help, you know,
Yeah.
because I was taking what the doctor was giving me.
Ruski, is that you? Something tells me it is.
Have you dropped the link for anyone else, or is this just you and me, Square?
Hey, Rebel, you
One-on-one.
want to come on up? You want to come on up? Or the link was dropped.
Yeah, I appreciate the one-on-one, Square. Now you know me a little better. You can see I'm not a prick or an asshole. You know, so you can
Just because I
unblock
sit
me.
up here and I've had several conversations seem to go this way with Fusion, and then right around the corner he'd go, it's like, pack it, pack it, pack it, pack it, pack it.
Have I
You
ever
know, but
called
he
you that
cares
word?
so
I
much
don't
about
even say that, Square.
he cares so
I
much
don't even
about
say
the
that word.
workyverse. I'm alive because of the workyverse, they said.
Have I
Oh
ever
my
called you
stars
that,
in
Square?
heaven.
Square. Have I ever called you that? I don't use that word ever. So
I cannot believe when
I've
I
said up here
got
we've
sent
had
when
several
I
conversations that have been good, and then
but
you
listen,
continue to
you gotta
block
let
me and
me
like go
express
off on me.
myself. When
Okay, please
I
do express it.
when
Let it
I
loose.
seen that screenshot said that Square, they said it like it wasn't spelled correctly. It said Square is live because Workyverse, and I was like, what?
Who said that for what live?
I think it was Fusions or Jabs. I don't know, but I got the screenshot.
How
I
long
could
ago
show it.
was that?
It was over the last few days. Well, y'all, I think it was probably on one of the lives when y'all was discussing where I am or whatnot.
Oh, and you were watching too? It's
I
all right
didn't.
that you watch.
No,
Nothing wrong with it.
I did.
I'd be
I
watching
did.
if they were talking about me. I'd be watching.
I did
I
watch
wouldn't tell
one,
anybody.
but
I would just be watching.
wasn't Fusions. It wasn't Fusions or JMs. I had watched some.
See, I'm an
Well, it was kind
asshole.
of.
I'd have gone in with an alt and started trouble just to disrupt the meeting. If that was me, you know, if they were talking shit about me, that's where I would have gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. I should go in there and totally make an ass and piss them off more, so they can just do more shit. Yeah, great
I'm saying,
idea.
like, you get you an alt and you just stir up some trouble, man.
Yeah, you know they'll.
I mean, they could. There is a good chance they'll know it's you, but I mean, I think you ought to just go in there, you know, dick slinging in your own name. Fuck you, you know, jump in there and let everybody have it. Jump in the chats because you're not blocked. Jump in there. And,
Yeah, I don't have any,
I mean, when
desire.
you know
I
people
don't have
talk
any
shit in your
desire.
chat,
Like
that's what you should do.
I don't feel like I owe those people anything.
I know you don't, but you should have fun with it. You know, panel up, fuck around. You just trolled them with the rehab thing. I mean,
yeah, and that's a bad troll.
I think it's a bad troll. I think the idea was good,
Well,
what you were
how
trying to
many
do, but I
times
think
can
that
a gu- how
using
many
rehab
times can a
was a
guy
bad
be
term.
told by people? How many times can a guy be getting so-called trolled by people, really having malicious acts committed towards him and his family, while they're simultaneously saying that,
You
oh,
should
we're
have said
trying
you
to
were
help
like
him and get him
moving
into
out
rehab?
west or something. Like you were moving with to an aunt or an uncle or a cousin out west to where they don't sell weed to get sober. Like that wouldn't have involved a rehab. That would have been good if you
Well,
said that.
I'll
Like
say this too.
people wouldn't have got upset, you
Do
know.
you guys not though respect me for being honest in the end, or would you have rather me come on here and perform?
You wouldn't have surfaced if that one account wasn't being called out as you. You already said that kind of poked the bear for you to come forward and say no, that's not me.
It did. It
So
did. I mean, it really didn't.
you would have paid up.
He said
You
don't.
should have
He
just let it
said don't
go.
make it. He said don't make it repel you to do anything or not. And I said no, but I had talked to Rebel.
But you should have let it go, and you could have kept the thing going. Like I mean, they knew that you didn't go.
Want to. I didn't want to.
Did you feel bad? Did you feel bad about lying about going to rehab? If you did, that's fine. Nobody would fault you for that. I would feel bad if I lied about going to rehab.
I felt
Like I said, if
bad
you
for
lied
fucking.
about going,
I felt bad for
like
ever
if you'd said
getting
that I got
in
to
this
my friend's
situation.
house, like if you'd said I took a bus, I met Days in.
But see,
I'm gonna say
that's
I
just
can't get into
lying. I
rehab.
mean,
I'm gonna stay at my friend's and I'm gonna not smoke weed and I'm gonna come home. Like that would have been cool. Or if you said,
but they wouldn't have believed that either, and they would have still went with. So I
but they
did
knew
the thing I always did. I
the
told the
thing
truth.
was right. Well, the thing was is saying that you took a bus and were staying in a Days in. I mean, they knew that was bullshit. Everyone knew that, and that's not just Workyverse, but everyone knew that.
Not really. I mean,
maybe some got fooled. Maybe some.
because I got messages I didn't open and whatever from people like that Brandy
I thought you
B
were
and
going. I thought you were going to
everything
rehab.
else.
I think
Yeah,
I sent you a
because y'all
message
really,
saying, "Hey,
y'all have really gotten yourselves to believe it, and I can understand somewhat with the weed stuff and everything, but I can't believe that you didn't understand that maybe if I just took one thing out of the equation, whether it was the weed, the Xanax, or whatever, being the fact that I was going to school for something that, while federal law conflicts and you can't even use it prescribed and work. So, I mean, that was the
right," but it's
choice,
not that. See, you know the stigma even with the benzos and buprenorphine being prescribed together.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
high
you're
dose.
taking one less. I hope you work your way down to where you're taking two as needed. You know that would be a step in the right direction. Also showing that you're, serious about, because you may not even need them, like you said. I know whether or not you said that as part of a act or a skit, but you may not need them. You ought to talk to your doctor about pulling you down and then seeing what it's like off of them for a couple of months, and then if you need them, then you can say yeah. You know what I mean? That's just a suggestion from me, from one man to another. So
here we have
but if you're comfortable where you're at, I mean, I can understand that as well. It's just a job thing too. You got to make sure you're good with your jobs, that they're okay with the medications. That's all.
You have clonazepam, or you have Librium, Valium, clonazepam, oxazepam, alprazolam, temazepam.
Yeah, I know.
And then you have or no, I'm sorry, lorazepam, then oxapam, tazepam, then Xanax, and then triazolam. So Xanax is literally the
The
second.
highest. Yeah.
No, there's one above it. So it's literally the next closest, strongest benzo, and I'm two benzos away from it and lower, so I think I'm okay with the respiratory issue. I think that's been overblown
Okay.
because when I've fallen asleep like this, and it's just like any other time I'm watching a movie and fall asleep, my earbuds will always get down and around. And so you imagine having this earbud and the other earbud, one under my butt and one underneath close to where you can hear my snore, but also up against the cover. You're going to hear a or whatever. It's not going to be a smooth audio.
Right.
Especially moving around and everything else. So they say they heard a death rattle.
Well,
If you heard
several
if
people, even some of your own
if
people
you
said that they
if
heard that.
if
So.
if you heard the death rattle, but I didn't die, so that don't make sense.
Well, that happens all the time. People make the death rattle and don't die.
Oh, it does, huh?
It does. People are concerned in the past. You gotta let that go about J.M. Collin, man. He was legit concerned. You say he wasn't. He was. I'm telling you. He was legit concerned. What the cops wrote or whatever is different. You can hear the phone call. JM's got it. He was legit concerned.
He was laughing.
So
he was laughing.
Not during the phone call. He didn't laugh.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
On the phone call, he's like, "I'm not giving my name.
You're talking
I'm not."
about when he called the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he was laughing. That was different because you were alive and you were okay. And
no, I wasn't. I was. He was talking to the jailer while I was in the jail.
Yes, trying to find out how you were doing. He could have laughed, but he was still asking how you were doing. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. That's you can hear the conversation. He's got it.
Yeah, I listened to it.
You say he's laughing.
And I heard his little snickers.
But you also leave out the part about him asking how you were doing. Is he okay? Like he was checking to see how you were doing. Can't let the snickers of him joking between him and the caller, the lady that he's on the phone with while she's pulling up stuff, and he's just making small talk. But he asked how you were. You want to make sure you were doing okay. I mean, that's why he called. So I think it's unfair to hold that over him. You know what I mean? But I understand that you're upset still over the whole situation. I understand.
Carolina. Well, yeah, being portrayed as a woman child abuser.
I'm not trying to upset you.
You gotta understand that MC guy. You just asked me to unblock MC, and he cares about. But he went around and went on Reddits and stuff, and I'm a danger to women and children and all this shit, and it's just bullshit, completely bullshit.
I don't know anything about that, dude. I'm not on Reddit, so I don't know anything about that.
Oh. My GPA is a 2.4. Not the best. Not the
I was
worst.
just talking about that one situation because it always comes up. So I just thought we would, I just wanted to let you know from someone else, as a third party that he was worried. It wasn't done just to be a dick. So
I hear what you're saying.
Just keep that in mind.
Take it with a grain of salt.
I understand that. That's cool. But the more people you hear it from, you'll realize that there's truth behind that.
So, all right.
That's all. Why didn't you go across the stage when you with the graduation stuff, man? That was awesome. Like when you graduated.
We didn't have a graduation. We don't have a graduation. They don't have. Yeah, but
they had one for everybody.
Not
like
for
people walking across the stage. Yeah, I watched it. and they called your name. There was no Ian Gibb Wilson. The next person went. It was for whatever you that you graduated from.
They never invited or told me about it.
Maybe you missed the invitation. You would have got it a long time ago before,
No,
you know, I like to get your hat and all that stuff. Yeah, all those people graduated. It's on their website, on the school's website. So you can
I'm
go
gonna
see.
send a message to my teacher. Hello? Hello?
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm having a bad, I guess I've got a short in this wire or something. It
It's
came
okay.
unconnected. Hold on.
Mine was. I had to switch earphones too, man.
I gotta, I need to email her about that because I
Yeah,
didn't
you can
get
go to the
anything.
school website. You can go to the website and you can see where everybody graduated. They called your name.
Well, you know,
We were there supporting you. A bunch of us in chat.
yeah, I'm sure some people would have been like, "Oh, that's a mistake" or some shit, you know. Huh.
I'm sure one or two of those might have slid in there. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but most people were there cheering you on. So you had more people there cheering you on for Markyverse than you would have ever thought. Like I said, it's available. You have
What?
to go watch it. It's available, man, on the school's website.
Oh,
You can go watch it. Like the graduation, you can watch it and see where they call you.
let me type in
So,
this.
I mean, you don't have to do it now. I'm just saying,
I'm just
jot it down
asking.
on. What happened to Rebel? Where'd he go? Did he pass out? Damn, I never thought I would have just a one-on-one with Square like this. Never in my wildest dreams. And now we're cool. So you got to unblock me. You don't have to give me a wrench, but you got to at least unblock me in your chat.
Let me see.
Look at it later, man. You don't need to look at it now.
Alright, did you say something you may not want me to see?
No.
Where's it on the website?
I'll find it and I'll send it to you on IG.
anc.edu. I'm here. I'm here
Look for
though.
it. Well, it should be there. If it's not there, it was a live of the graduation. I don't know what to tell you.
On
It's not up there
Facebook?
anymore. Yeah. It's not up there
So
anymore. I don't know.
was the live on Facebook though, or?
Yeah, I believe so. It was a while ago, so I don't remember. I can go back and look, and I can send you the link later if you want.
Yeah, just find it odd that
I sent you a friend request on IG, so you'll just have to accept it. I'll send it to you when I find it. It was a while ago.
College commencement
Maybe. Yeah, that maybe. I'm not
was
sure.
on May the 12th.
I'm not sure. But you're not going to sit and watch that, are you? Now that you know where it is, you can pause it and go back to it later.
Was it near the end or what?
I just came in when when people were walking across the stage. They do it in alphabetical order. I thought. I mean, I can't remember, man. Like I said, it was a long time ago. I could be misremembering also. Good chance. Square.
Yeah, hold on.
Come on, man. What you doing?
You're gonna have to send me that because I can't find it on this live.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. You'll have to accept me on IG or whatever, and I'll send it to you. I'll find it and send it to you. Don't worry about it. Square.
Hold on.
You still looking at it?
Yes.
I'm still messing with it. What's going on in the video that you're messing with?
People are getting diplomas walking up.
Okay.
I don't think they had one for the certificate programs. I think you're wrong. Are you
I could
sure?
be. I know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Well, you either saw the video and they said something, they said my name, or they didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember, man. I just remember clicking a link and looking for Ian. That's it.
No. What are you talking
All you
about?
gotta do is go to W's.
What are you talking about?
All you gotta do is go to W's
Uh,
and see if they say your name.
help in what way? Help in what way? Because the only help I needed is to keep people off my back. I wanted to do regular content. I didn't want to gossip and get in y'all's drama and shit. But I got in it, didn't I?
You damn
There's
sure
Rebel.
did get in it. Where is he?
Hold on, it's
There
connecting.
he
There we
is. I
go.
like Rebel, man. We had a good conversation last time we were on panel. What's up,
Rebel,
Rebel?
you got full control, don't you now? See if you can change the comment.
Rebel, are you there?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
change the comments, bro? See if you can change the comments.
I mean, it's not no echoing or nothing, right?
No. But like here, I'm gonna take Jen comment down. See if you can click on a comment, make it pop up. Hold on, that's not that. There we go. Now go ahead and try.
There you go.
Yep, you got it. You're an administrator of the StreamYard. You got the same power and privileges I do.
There you go. Carolina, I saw you guys just missed the Black Bike Week.
Do what? I can't hear you.
Oh, you're not ugly, Miss Jen. Stop that.
I said the Black Bike Week. I said you guys just missed it.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
I didn't go down, man. Memorial Day weekend.
No, I'm saying y'all just missed it. I went through one in Daytona. It was interesting.
I was down in Daytona for Black Week.
Oh, you just went down?
No, not. It was a long time ago.
Oh, no, I've been Black Week, yeah, before a
Yeah,
few times.
it's cool. It's cool. Now, what was going on there, Square?
Hold on. No, I just said I didn't know what it was about.
Rebel, you good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I can hear it. It's got no echo.
I'm
Sometimes when if
sorry.
you got other YouTube apps open like in another tab, it'll echo and shit. But I didn't click the link. I went to StreamYard and signed in, like, see if it worked the way he was saying it's supposed to set up.
There we go. This little new feature of StreamYard ain't too bad. I like to move the panel people out the way so you can see the background. That's the background Rebel liked.
Square, I mean, you got the Gene team after you now, man. What are y'all
Nah,
gonna do? Yeah, Gene said he's coming up tomorrow morning and he's gonna slay both of you.
he's gonna
Pissed.
slay both of us. Fuck
Yeah,
that
that's what he
motherfucker.
said. Gene's got your number. He said he's pissed. Said
Okay,
he's
tell
coming
him to
for
give me
both of you.
he can give me a call.
I think it's past that point.
I got a couple things I'd like to say to his ass. Like, what the
He's
fuck?
kind of taken the stance of let the best team win. You know, between Workyverse and Gene Team, they're going after you both. Apparently, that's what Gene wants.
Caroline, you hear this shit?
What now? I don't know. Something Workyverse going at Gene Team. Man, they've
No,
been going at
apparently
Gene Team.
the
No, they're gonna.
Workyverse and the Gene team are gonna come after me and you and see who the
Well, I'm not
best
saying
one
the
wins.
Workyverse. No, I'm not
Uh,
saying that. I'm not saying that the Workyverse is gonna
ooh.
come after you. I'm just saying the Gene Team is for sure, and I would imagine that the Workyverse will over the rehab situation.
Dude, you're Workyverse. They're gonna make you
Square, I've
already
been cool
know.
with you. Square, no, I don't.
Don't
I'm just
matter.
guessing. I'm guessing. I don't speak for either of them. I'm just guessing.
Like
I'm guessing. I'm guessing.
that's why
I'll
I was
probably get
gonna
in trouble
that's
for
why
that. I'll probably get yelled at.
that's
I'll
why
probably get yelled at for it.
that's why I'm up here late and I'm gonna end it late, and say bye.
No, you don't have to
because
say
this,
bye, dude.
because
Square,
this is
we've
the
been getting
new
along the
because
whole time.
no, I'm
We've
not
been
saying
getting
right now.
along.
I'm saying when I do end, I'm gonna be ending it
Oh,
on
I
a
got
normal
you. I
note.
got you.
And anytime I come up
I'm
or
just
do
saying. Well,
anything,
you
it'll be
said
normal. So they can say, "Oh yeah, he lied about that,"
you
but
said Rebel Mafia.
what they won't be able to say
What's this
is,
Rebel Mafia?
"Shit, he's still doing it. He's still doing it on nothing, dude. It's just names that we was coming up with.
Oh,
You
I
want? We're
got
gonna
you.
start our
Like a Gene Team. You're gonna do like
no,
a
not like a Gene
Mafia.
team. If it was like Gene team, it would be called Rebel Team. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
don't know, but
it'd be
I
a
you're
wasn't taking
doing.
no team. Everybody
Well,
need to
no, you
build your
said
own team.
Mafia. You said Rebel Mafia, so you're starting your own thing. Because there's like Workyverse, there's Gene Team, and then you're starting Rebel Mafia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
okay, I
let's be
got you.
honest. Let's be
No,
honest.
that's cool,
Rebel.
man. I got you.
Because
I
let's
got
be
you.
honest. Rebel and me both. I mean,
What are the requirements for joining
we ain't
the Rebel
invited to
Mafia?
we ain't invited to the cookout where like Gene ain't
Gene asked
invited
me
us
if
to
he was
everything.
invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
For real, Gene's asked me before if he's invited to the cookout.
Gene literally made his split second decision on Rebel all because Rebels supporting and cool with me. Like, you know, he doing the same shit that they said I was doing whenever I didn't like people being, they're doing the same shit. So I guess Gene, you're a Jitler. We'll call you Jitler. All hail King Jitler.
Luda was trying to get Gene to work with Filthy. Is that true? I I don't know. That may be another lie, but
Yeah, I know. I asked Gene, I said, is it better for the Workyverse and the Gene team to come together to go after Square and Rebel?
What?
That's what I asked. Yeah, I asked that. I asked that to Gene. And he said no. No, that's what he said. No. He said he hated Filthy. That's what he said. Isn't that a
Yeah.
logical question to ask? I was just asking to find
Oh
out.
yeah, fuck
Dang.
Filthy. And something tells me, like, Gene, I hope you really did your due diligence because, I got sent a picture that was supposedly filthy. Yeah. And it was a pagan biker gang member or something that had just died and was highly respected. They had me post that and then was taking it and sharing it because they knew I would want to post it. And they tricked me into that. And they took that was fucked up.
Guy. It was. And then Gene,
but now Gene has put out. But now Gene is
another poor fella.
But hold on, the Walter Allen guy.
Filthy, man.
If it's not filthy, then why did Filthy take it and put it on his picture? Because now he's just as guilty.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes, he's just as guilty as Gene putting that guy's shit out.
No, he's not. He took it from Gene. He took it from Gene and he's running with it. It's a troll.
So it's not a dude assuming the identity of somebody and pretending to be like, oh yeah, you got me, it's me.
It's not assuming. He's never said I'm Walter Allen. He said that's not me multiple times.
Of course he would say that. I mean, because he wouldn't want to admit that he'd been really doxxed, now would he?
One way you could look at it, I suppose. But
no, it'd be about the only way I could look at
Harley? it. Drop the link for Harley. She might want to get up. I don't know if she does.
I gotta do something here. All right, and then if I do this, do that, and do this.
But Square, I mean, did you really think lying about going to rehab would like help things? Like, what were your goals with that? Like, what did you think would happen?
There was nothing that was going to help any of this. That's why I'm doing the direction and chose to do what I'm doing now. Because for a year
you said
they pulled all they pulled all these people in.
Who told you to do it, to pretend to go to rehab?
I didn't say that.
That you were following recommendations. That's what you said.
From what some people had suggested to me. But I don't. Yeah, can you stop badgering me with questions for real?
I'm sorry.
That's right. You if you know their intentions of doing this shit for content.
No. It's
not yes, you are.
I'll talk to you, Rebel.
No.
Please
don't. No, don't figure me out. Please. Don't figure me out. No, don't figure me out.
Frank, can I have a ranch, Frank?
Why
Like,
are you
dude, you
acting different
know
now
what the
that
fuck I
Rebel's
just, I
here?
already
We
explained
talked for
it.
2 hours, dude. We talked for
It
2
doesn't
hours, man.
matter.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
I
Frank,
talked 2 hours here and I'm clear
Frank,
as a
we talked
day.
for
So
4
you've
hours,
admitted
Frank.
on yourself
Frank,
that maybe y'all made a
Frank,
mistake.
can I have my
Stop
wrench
asking me
back, Frank?
the same
Frank, we talked
questions
4
over
hours,
and
Frank.
over and
We
over.
talked
You're just
about
trying to pick
your
more and more
love for
details.
Lanya.
Rebel, what do you want to
Damn.
talk about, brother? What would you like to
Oh,
talk about, my man?
I was.
That's
What's the
all he
last show
does.
you? What's the last good concert you
Jen.
went
Yeah,
to?
Jen said her first
What's the last
car
good
was an old
concert?
'76 Firebird.
There you go.
What's
Hey
up?
man,
There
my
was
dad had a
a
Firebird.
you
My
had
dad had
one?
a Firebird. He had a red one with the black bird on it. But he had the big engine one. He didn't have the one
What?
from the movie. He
Yeah,
had the
Square
one. I
is
think
Rebel's new co-host. Yeah, we
it
got a
was. It was.
co-host out here.
No, read this on the screen.
Luda's just trying to get you going, Square. Yeah, I read that earlier. I mentioned that. I said something about that. I said,
I just saw it. So he's
oh,
gone.
no, I said something about that earlier.
Fuck that
But
dude,
yeah,
man.
oh, yours was Black Jen. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Roland. What's wrong with having a co-host? I mean, you was Bird's co-host, right? Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong. Right?
Roland. You was
Now,
part of the
Roland, you
bird
was
team.
now. I believe Seth and you were
Seth, Roland,
co-hosts,
Cliff.
right? Yeah. Now, like Sanchez and Heaps, now they're co-hosts, right? Yeah, people have some co-hosts.
Well, where in the hell Luda go?
Oh, what up,
He
Chloe?
got exposed.
You're gonna listen to somebody with the name of Crack Squad and say that that's exposed.
He has no reason to lie to me.
Squizzy, come on now.
It is the cast from Stripes and the Police Academy reading Shakespeare in character.
Why are you so frustrated for, Squizzy? You're so mad, babe.
I'm not your babe.
Hey, don't talk to me like that, Squizzy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Anyways,
Come on now.
yeah,
I'm saying,
seriously.
come on now, Squizzy.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
come on now, Harley.
Yeah, come on now, Squizzy. Where we going?
Where y'all going? Come on now.
Rebs, come on.
Seriously,
No.
come on. Where y'all going?
Yeah, seriously, you come on.
Yeah, like where'd you and Durkee go in that wedding?
Hey, me and Durkee didn't get married. I told you, Rebel. When are you going to comprehend this? That Durkee decided to call it off. He got mad at me. He blocked me on everything. There is no more Harley and Durkee. My focus is on Square, and I've told you this.
But why's your focus
Yeah,
all of a sudden on Square now? Because, I mean, Durkee's in the limelight, and now Square's in the limelight.
Durkee
I
ain't
ain't
in
in no
the
fucking
limelight.
limelight.
Oh, yeah, Durkee's in the limelight, or he wouldn't be over there, damn y'all that, you support wouldn't be all up
What
making
are you
this
talking
guy
about?
like he's a damn celebrity or something.
Like he's what?
Celebrity or something.
He ain't no damn celebrity. He ain't nothing but a fucking meth head. Come on now.
Well, why you want to
Really?
marry him?
I'm not marrying Durkee.
Oh, I know, but
Why'd
I mean,
you
if he's
make it an
nobody,
idea?
why you all up his ass wanting to marry him for
Hey, I mean,
content?
have you seen them abs, Rebs?
Oh God, maybe it's because he was friends with Johnny, right?
Who was?
Oh, Durkee and Johnny, they go Dagburn way back. You know
Oh, I
that.
don't know. I don't fuck with Dagburn. I ain't watched nothing about Dagburn in I don't know how long.
Bird sure likes to watch Dagburn. She got it on her ringtone.
Squizzy,
Dagburn.
hey, Squizzy, I ain't these weak bitches. So come on now. My focus is on you, baby doll.
Hey, you got,
Yeah.
I think Ruski back there portraying as Lord Luda.
No, Risky ain't real good. Luda's cool. I don't know why are you so mad at Luda for?
Oh, I'm not. I'm saying Rooski's about there
Because
portraying us.
he's with Workyverse and he just got outed that he tried to get Gene to team up with Filthy Animal to go at us, and he basically admitted it.
Okay, listen. Who's behind that Crack Squad account? Do you know?
Let me on, man. I told you what I said to him. It was a question. I don't represent either one of them, Square.
Oh,
I sat here and talked to you for 2
that ain't
hours, and I've been
Risky.
honest with you. Did I lie
Frank
about sending
Murdoch.
it?
No,
Or
that's
did I
not
tell
true.
you? I told you. I said, yeah, I asked that question because they were pissed at you. Over on Butch, Gene's going ham on your ass. I asked that question as a joke.
Oh, he's
Square.
going ham on me, huh? How's he going ham on me?
You'll find out. You can go watch it. You can watch a replay. Dude, I've been cool with you, dude. We sat and talked
If
for
you're
2
cool
hours,
with me, then
man.
tell me some of the stuff he's talking about.
Who, Gene?
No,
Oh,
Santa Claus.
You'll have to find out. Dude, I'm not going to be a tattletale. You can go watch it. It's on books.
Not a tattletale. I'm just asking you. You said he's talking cash shit. You're not Gene
Yeah.
Team. How's that?
No, I ain't Gene Team, man. Yeah. You piss him off. That's it.
Because I called him out for that video on the Rebel?
Multiple things, I guess.
Oh, I'm not getting defensive,
You
Roland.
have
I'm
to
just
take up with it,
making
man.
a
I ain't
statement.
trying to. I'm not
Some of
trying
these
to
people
search
tend to
stuff,
forget
man.
that you had a co-host or something. I don't
You know,
know.
I'm just saying
Whatever
we've been
happened
cool,
with that? Ain't you
and for you
tight?
to block
with him?
me.
Is that
I have
not
to
your
use an alt
co-host?
to come in and talk to you, man. That's crazy, dude. I've been nothing but cool with you, man. Since I
Well,
apologize, I haven't said a bad word about you.
Now, Harley,
I haven't
now you
participated in
co-host
the
with
stuff.
Tony, right?
I've been nothing but trying to be
No.
cool with you,
Hang
Square.
on, Rebs. Let Luda talk.
Dude, I even told you under an alt that I was pulling for you when you were going to rehab, and then you left up out of Mocon's chat with a quickness.
oh, now
But
only fucking book.
I was pulling for you, man. I thought you were going. I was a little disappointed when I found out that you lied. I thought you were going. Like, I bought into you. I believed you. You know? And that's my fault for believing you. Because I was pulling for you,
Well,
man. I was
you
praying for
might.
you and
Hey,
everything,
we
dude.
know Scooter believed him, so you're not the only one that believed him.
Yeah, I
Scooter
know, but
had
I
him
mean,
checking
I was
in
praying
for him. He
for
had
him and
making him the
everything.
video.
I was
Listen,
praying
hold
for
on,
him
hold
and
on.
everything,
Break, or I'm gonna remove y'all. Besides Rebel, do you know what Gene said, Rebel? He said, "Fuck me and you, cause we ain't loyal."
We ain't loyal.
Yeah.
So you don't need me to tell you what Gene says about you. So
Why would you kick me off for? I wasn't even saying nothing.
No, just hold on. Can you guys be quiet, please, for just a second?
that I get kicked
Who
and
instantly?
blocked hardly
Who instantly flipped on you, dumb genius?
is
Rick.
what it is,
No,
hardly.
we know that ain't. Look,
Dumb
we
genius,
see
you're
him.
just mad because I'm a better friend towards Rebel. That's all it is, bro.
Then he is.
You gonna say we ain't? How Rebel didn't know he was on the Gene team either.
Well, he did say that I'm Gene Team, but then apparently to Mike and Mocon, I'm not Gene Team.
Square.
Exactly. That's
And
what I'm
then
saying, Rebel.
Mike was saying
He just wants to
next
use
time
you,
he
bro.
goes live that he's going on a panel.
Sound like 12-year-olds arguing over a basketball team, man. Come on. Snap out
But
of
Mike
it, you
was
two.
saying that that people in this community, well, this troll community, that they're trying to make amends, and they're trying to be forgiven or something, trying to make amends. But he's saying that I won't let them. But he's trying to say, God forgives. But I mean, why forgive a bunch of people if they're
Has he
trying to
not
make
listened
amends
to the
when they
Filthy
already knew?
Animals? Has he not
God
listened to
forgives.
Filthy
Filthy does
Animals'
not.
message?
I mean,
Yeah, Filthy does
God
not.
forgives, and Filthy does not, and he does not. Filthy's
I mean, I think it
Filthy,
was him
man.
that said,
He's
you
a
know, I mean, I'm
legend.
sure all forgiving people second chances, but when you see through their bullshit and you spell bullshit and you see like a lot of y'all
I
out
gave the
there
work. I
for what
tried making
you
amends with
are,
Workyverse twice.
I mean, there's really no point in even giving the
Why
chance
are
to
you worrying
get to
about
know
other
you or talk
people?
to you
Y'all are
because
starting your own.
pretty much
You
see
got
right through you.
I ain't
you
worried
got your
about it. I
own
said that was
club.
in the past. That was in the
Yeah, fuck it.
past. Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
got
not a
your
That
own.
club.
sounds
It's
real
You
just
got you the
afraid to
Rebel
say.
it.
Mafia. You got you the
No,
Rebel
it.
Mafia. That way you can start, banding together and going after people,
No, that's not what
right?
the. That's not what this. And it's
Square's
not the
not
Rebel
going to kick me
Mafia.
off my own channel.
We're gonna put the names that Rebel wants to decide. We're gonna use the one V suggested for sure. The Mo and at Rip Hizzy, however that was. I have to go back and get it and let people vote on it. I mean, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have
and then
like
what?
three
And then
different
it's not.
names, and
And then
you're
it's
gonna
not a
do like a
gang.
vote.
It's just like us. We're just partners right now. If we end up having a squad or whatever, it wouldn't be anything but to try to, I don't know,
Why
Rebel, hang
can't
out, do chill streams. I mean, I
Are
might
you
be
gonna have
able to get
merch?
Rebel once in a while to do a exposed video on something if we have to, or to debunk or fucking.
Rebels exposed enough already. We don't need to see any more of that.
I want to know more about this partnership? I thought
No
you
one got the joke.
Caparo.
Damn it! It fell flat. It fell flat.
Caparo is nothing but trying to troll me.
Caparo is not trying to troll troll you. Caparo is a nice person.
That's
He
that's why
really is.
that's why I've
Okay.
seen him talk shit about me. Man, you guys just spew bullshit.
Talk shit.
Yeah, I said we could
You
see
can't.
through and smell
Jokes are
the
different than
bullshit.
talking shit. Come on, Square. If
That's
you
why
participated in the
I would like
chat and,
give them the
and, and
boot,
you
man. If you don't
and
like
you
us, I
did
don't understand
jabs,
what the point is even trying to
Hey
interact with
guys,
us.
we do like you.
y'all,
That's the thing. We're up here
no,
talking to you. We do like you.
no, you like fucking with
No,
me.
you don't.
What the
Who's
hell
been
does this
fucking with
guy
you?
want?
Square.
Boom.
What do
Mm,
you?
man.
What was that?
Yeah, Citizen Z, I got you. I got you. I got you. He just porn bombed us. That's all right.
Oh, he didn't know.
It's all right, Rib. My bad,
Yeah,
man.
they do, Gene. They do. They flip flop. They do.
No, he's
Gene,
talking about us. He said
are
he's
you
talking
off
about us.
tomorrow?
We're not flip
Oh, he's not
flopping.
talking about us. We ain't flip flop.
Yes, he is.
He's not
Y'all
talking
keep
about
flip
us. He's
flopping
talking
more than
about
a
the people on the panel and all these people in the chat. I mean, it's
bro. He's talking about us, dude. Ain't no one else. He said, y'all ain't never gonna be Gene Team. I'm out this bitch. Well, we don't want to be Gene Team.
y'all keep flip flopping more than a fish. I'd say you do, Gene. You 1 minute you're like what?
Y'all gonna report this stream now? They're probably trying to report it. Should I end it, man, and redo another one?
I don't
Fuck.
care what they're gonna report.
The fucking porn bomb, dude. That was shown on screen for a moment.
That's why you don't let nobody up, man. I mean, there's some of them you don't
Hold
let
on.
up.
Just
They
stay
be